Don't disturb. Okay. Don't disturb me. It's a master, my master. That's the only thing what is smart about me in my phone. If you see people, they are more, whatever, they're more in their phone than in their body, permanently. I would, if I, my next profession would be orthoped or something. Fixing wrong necks. It's like a meeting in a restaurant. There are 6 people, but only the mobiles are meeting. All the things. That's the big choice. What or... Wow, nice. Ah, today is different. Wow, spoiled here. But how to open? Ah, here, trick. Explosion. See, even that kefir is working just by itself. They're all making selfies now. Yeah, extra for you I got some moisturizing oil because the air condition makes very dry skin, so you really look shrinkled. Shrinkled?
Where's the air conditioning?
The what?
Air conditioning?
Yeah, it's good.
It's on, is it?
Yeah, it's on, Charlie.
Just checking.
No. Shelley needs confirmation.
Yes, because I'm not feeling.
You're not feeling.
Not feeling the love from
You don't feeling well? But your menopause is over or not?
It is.
Huh?
Well, that was
But the heat remained.
I don't think it's that. Might be something to do with the tropical situation we're in.
Where? Is this tropical? No.
No?
No. When you're on an island on Koh Samui or somewhere, then it's tropical. But this is not so tropical. It's not so wet. Huh?
You're doing my head in again.
It's twisting.
Yes, my head.
Let's twist again. No. What else to do with the brain? You have to twist it. He's twisting a chair every day, changing. Moving. So now we can maybe start sweating.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's already 1.5 past. But the recording, people say it's okay. I was wondering because they have a new mobile. What? I never would buy a bloody Apple.
Me neither.
Apple is only for Adams and Eves. I don't bite into apples. It's the first cheating.
You are a smart.
The what?
You're a smart guy.
Yeah, I don't bite into every apple. It's a promise of knowledge. It's crazy, yeah? That even they call it apple because it's a promise of it's better than the rest. This is full of knowledge, it's easy, this makes you happy. But then there's a tree of life next to it. They didn't look at it. They want knowledge. Now we have to work this bullshit out here. Only because Eve was promising Adam, if you know, you can satisfy me. Now Adam is trying. If you don't ask me, I get into the Kabbalah, Shalaba. You know the Kabbalah? Huh? I like Kabbalah. Kabbalah, blah, blah. Babylonia. Babylonia. I like to bubble. Back to the babyhood. Babylonia. Yeah, ask me something, otherwise my baby wakes up. But it's always awake, that's the problem. Yeah, good.
So about preferences and indifference, there is this famous poem, "The great way is for he who has no preferences."
Yeah.
Is that indifference?
Sounds like being indifferent to anything. So that indifferent simply means whatever changing in front of you makes you not different. So you're absolutely indifferent to the differences. And
Indifferent to indifferences.
so it's not only being indifferent, you're indifferent to the differences. So it has to be complete. There will always be differences, every moment is different, but you're indifferent to the differences. May it be as it is like. It cannot change what you are.
Because there is, in the same time, when this is seen, everything that is lived is just lived. Whatever.
It's being lived by life,
By life.
or whatever call it.
Yeah, but that can be intense.
It can be intense.
Yeah, but that indifferent to intensity to.
Yeah, but again, you could be in hell, and the fire is burning and things, but what you are is unconcerned. Like your coolness is unaffected. So it's the absolute perception, whatever is perceived, the perceiver is already perceived, and whatever happens to the perceiver makes that absolute perception not different. So the eye of God, they call it, like it's indifferent to what is seen. So be that eye of God, but don't know who is looking. Be that what, but not.
But that's unbearable.
For me, it's unbearable, but that's why it's like it kills you. Just by being what you are, you kill yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But otherwise, no other way. You can only kill yourself, an imaginary one, by being what you are. There's no other way. And it's an instant killing. Instantly. Like an aha, bomb, gone. Never was there. Aha, boom, final cut. And only you can do. Not doing it, but just by being it, you cut everything. It's just the. So no one can give you that. No one can transmit it to you. No one can do it. You have to be what you are. No one else, and don't doubt anyone else, masters. It's really absolutely irrelevant. If someone else is enlightened or not enlightened, it's for what you are absolute. Why to care about it? The only thing what is counting is that what never counts anything. So be that what is counting but cannot be counted. It's very easy, but impossible to do. So you cannot not be it, but you cannot become it by anything. And as you cannot become it, you cannot lose it. That's just the beauty of that, what one is. One can never lose it and cannot gaining it in anything. So it cannot be taken away, it cannot be given by anyone. To be the master itself. No one else can be it. So all the masters, forget them all. All the scriptures, everything, they're just milestones, maybe, pointers and hints, but they cannot give you anything. So be happy.
They were unavoidable. They appeared.
Well, they didn't appear, your interest made them appear. They're just innocently, the book is innocently laying there, but your interest opens it. So you're self-guilty. You cannot blame the book. And you cannot blame the master that you listen to him. You want something, you are greedy for something, you are self-guilty. You are absolutely responsible if you open it or not. So don't blame anyone else. It's this bloody guy who wrote this book and I had to look at it. Fuck. No, you cannot excuse yourself. There is no excuse. You are self-guilty for whatever. And if you give an interest to the dream becomes real. If you only give your attention to that what is what you are by being it, the dream disappears instantly. There is no dream anymore. No dreamer, no dream. That's that what you are. That's all.
You can't do that.
But you cannot not be it.
You cannot not be.
So be it. And don't excuse yourself. But I cannot do it. But I cannot do it. Why? What shall I do? Oh, help me. Always complaining. Poor me. Oh, I cannot do it. All my knowledge is for nothing. Oh, my masters, all I listen, and all my Shakti transmission I had, and all the peace I achieved, all fucking nothing. Poor me. And I was so proud that I was so blessed being the presence of this master and that master, and they are just blisters in your memory. All these blessings. Bless yourself. If you want to bless yourself, put your hand on your head and bless yourself. Hallelujah. Yeah, if you want a blessing, direct blessing, bless yourself. Well, it's me! That's a one-hand clapping. Also man, not this one. Not all that wasted time just for fun. Fuck. And I took it so seriously. You are the joke itself, believe it or not. The absolute joker. You know, every joke is on you. So, what else?
But it can be a moment that ego is disappearing.
Yeah, but every night it disappears, and every morning, hello again.
But we are not conscious of that moment because it's waiting. Oh, I'm waiting for the moment that egos disappear. No. It isn't a moment.
But how can something disappear what was never there? That's the whole problem. There was never any ego. How can that go what never was there? You wait for something to happen which will never happen. And you cannot destroy something what has no material, there is no matter, anything. So it doesn't matter if it's there. It's an imaginary whatever, vibration and memory, like pearls on a chain of an imaginary soul putting some events on a chain of history. And if you just cut the soul, the collector is gone, the whole collection is gone with it. Fuck the collector.
Fuck the soul.
What?
Fuck the soul.
Yeah, it's a soul. The soul is a collector. The soul is a collection of events of whatever, a beginning and an end. My soul, my beginning of my life or my existence and the end of it. And between there's like pearls on a chain. You are chained by your own imaginary soul, hanging it around your neck. And it's getting more and more heavy because the pearls are getting a lot of, and these big pearls, the big events, the big insights, with whatever master you had, this big bar, you have to remember, you have to hold it, not to forget it, and then it hangs around you, like these big things they have around their necks, this brown, whatever it is. Some have this, they can nearly not walk anymore. So self-guilty. If you collect all that, and then the family constipation, what your mother didn't do to you, and all of that, what you collected, wow, then you have therapy, and infinite therapy. But the terror, the therapy from all the terrorists around you who want to tell you what to do and how you have to solve your problems. I have problems? Yes, I see it in your aura. Oh, yes. Didn't really remember. So you have always therapists around you. All your friends are therapists. Doctors, therapists. Imagine you go around and say, I have back pain. Oh, I have something. Me too. So better don't say anything. Feel bad and be happy.
So also is believing in natural state. It's one of those.
It's the biggest fantasy idea you can have, a natural state, because the idea of natural state creates unnatural states. Forget it. Natural state is just a what? Bloody another separation idea. What's natural and what is not natural? Not knowing what is, whatever. I would like to be artificial. I'm fishing the art. Artificial. So I'm an absolute artist, and I experience myself in artificial events. It's all artificial. But then expecting out of that art, you're fishing something which is better art, what is more art. No, there's only artificial coming out of the art of what you are. Every experience, even the experience, is an artificial experience. The artist is artificial. The paint, whatever is doing the artist is artificial. Trying to be a good artist. What a burden, huh? Wow. Being a natural artist. Natural state. Where is a natural state in deep, deep sleep? Any idea in a deep, if something is natural, what is not, it's only in this presence of artificial ideas. There's an idea of good and bad and all this polarity, natural and unnatural state, and all of that comes by what? The presence of this phantom artist who wants to be better than God. That is his problem. He wants to be creative. It has to be my creation. Then he gets punished by that. Because it's never good enough. Punishment, instant punishment, because whatever you do is not good enough. You make a painting and then you look out of the window and say, that artist is much better than whatever you can do on your bloody canvas. So who else wants to get rid of his ego? It's called ego. It goes anyway. It's a ghost. E-ghost. Try to check. Where are you? Where are you? Then you want to be self-centered, not ego-centered. Egocentric. No, I'm self-centered. So many preferences. Huh? And then expecting you were better off when you're there. Wow. That's the biggest preference. Because the absence of the me enjoys more than the presence of the me. But who enjoys the absence more than the presence? Me. So what is this me? It needs one who has a preference, and the preference is absence. The absence is better as heaven, and the presence is hell. The hell of separation, and the absence of hell means heaven. Very preferable. Absence, empty of ideas, full of ideas. So, but who has them? Who is concerned? Me. The answer is always me. And there is no preference, there is no presence without me. God knowing himself, me. God in his own presence. Already one God too many. Then God wants to get rid of God. Because what is not God? If there is a me, it must be God. God in this whatever identification of being present. Exist. And existence is hell. The moment you exist in the hell of existence. Hallelujah. Permanent. Then you want to get out of it. But as more you want to get out of it, an idea puts you back direct where you are, because who needs to get out of it? Me. So it's confirming permanently that there is one who needs something. So even if someone gets out of it, he's still out of. Then there is a preference. And afterwards, and he has to come back here, whatever. Then it's worse than before. These poor enlightened ones. I really have compassion. With all the awakened ones, enlightened ones. It was so nice when they were not there, and now they're back and have to tell everyone that it's nicer there and not here. No? And they have to repeat it all the time to get, maybe the taste comes like an echo from that absence. Then it's much better there when you are not, and the ego has to go, you have to overcome your preferences and all of that. Nice business. They need it more than you to talk about it, what you have to do and not to do. They have to repeat how they did it. They write books about their way. I did it my way. They're all Frank Sinatras. I did it my way. Okay, so what else can I not do for you?
Is there any point to things like astrology and
The what?
astrology?
I like astrology.
I do too.
The stars you see are already dead. That's the best you can see. The stars you see now, they're already dead. They don't exist anymore.
But the whole thing about looking into the future.
Yeah, that's your future. That's the true meaning of astrology. You are like a star. You are the star on the sky and you already dead. Yeah. The best constellation, huh? So what about astrology? I had a very bad year last year. No, last night. I cannot remember.
But just that thing of wanting to know.
Yeah, it's the same like Adam biting into the apple again.
Yeah.
Wanting to know. And then by that you step into hell.
Yeah, and clairvoyance and
It's all hell.
tarot and palmistry.
Hello, hello. Hello, Dolly. It's all...
building up a story.
Yeah, but it's just out of the need to know yourself, and you believe that you have to know yourself to be yourself. So all the science fiction, scientists, they're all science fiction. The fiction that they may find matter. That's something what matters, even matter. And they could not find matter. They could not find matter. They could not find antimatter. Just concepts. Maybe it doesn't matter. That was the only solution. But scientists try the same. They're seekers. They want to find the God particle. They call it even God particle, and it's always fleeting. The moment they look at there, it's gone. It's always shifting. Sometimes it's a parametric, sometimes it's a particle, sometimes it's just a wave. It's always changing, a shift changer. So they call God particle, but then in CERN in Switzerland they have this big thing and they want to catch this God particle. But they're really putting so much energy. That's why I have this energy crisis now. Putting all this energy to catch this God particle. And the whole world is afraid that if they catch it, there will be a black hole. And then the whole universe contracts into that black hole. If they succeed, nothing exists anymore. But they still try. They are really so much about astrology. I like that they call it the God particle. Quantum physics. They're always so close, but never close enough. If I talk to physician or whatever, scientist, they agree totally. They just straight, they say yes, what you say, yes. If I talk to astrologers, maybe. There has to be that in constellation to that, and then maybe there will be a point of where I get enlightened. only by my little friends helping me. From when Neptune is on rising, or like the water, what was it, Aquarius, the song? Then we will be in the new age of the new Eckhart Tolle Earth. But it will take a few thousand years. So you can relax now. Aquarius, Aquarius. Yeah, what else? I like astrology. It always explains what you don't need to know. Yeah. But it's just for fun, no? You look at it and you listen to it, but then you right away forget it. Yeah. So, what is? Then we can talk about the rabbit.
Yes. So does the wise man see the world?
Yes and no. If you imagine a wise man brushing his teeth. Yeah, just imagine, or shaving. Wise man cutting very deep, not caring about his body. It's not my body.
Some extreme Advaita Vedanta people.
Where?
They say that if you cut off the arm of a wise man, it makes no difference.
For him? Yeah, I agree. For what you are, it makes no difference. But maybe the body, it will not continue so long. If you can. There's no problem for what you are, but for the relative life, maybe it's ending soon.
Yes.
So I have no good and bad or something, because a wise man is not wiser than what you are. It's like, I always made this story about Japanese in the 8th century or something. And there was ashrams, and the Zen masters, they could do anything in the ashram. They can kill people, they could chop. So there was one guy, 3,000 disciples. One guy, Master, I'm ready. I'm ready to enlightenment. Please enlighten me. I'm ready. No one else before me was so ready as I am. Boy, enlighten me. Okay, come, boy. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Can you give me your little finger for enlightenment? They put chopping the little hand. And then the question, the most important, are you less now? Is what you are less now? Oh, my finger. Pop, chopping the hand. Are you less now? Oh, my hand. Pop, chopping the whole arm. Are you less now? Oh, my arm. Chopping the head, rolling. Are you less now? No, there was no answer anymore. No concern. But 3,000 people, instant enlightened. Instant enlightenment, because whoever you asked afterwards, are you enlightened? Worked out. So it works, but not for the one who. But 3,000. Imagine. It was a good time. I think it was.
You missed the good moment.
I missed in Los Angeles in the dreaming train. There was Spencer. You remember Spencer from Siddhartha or something?
Yeah.
And he came always singing, and then I told the story in the 40 people, and then he went to this bus and came with a bucket and put it on the table. And everyone. There was such a silence. No one dared to say anything anymore. Yeah, Spencer. Last year he killed himself, or the year before.
Oh, Siddhartha?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He was so depressed, but funny.
Amazing. Beautiful.
tall, very tall. My dogs didn't like him. They don't like these tall people. But he has his problem everywhere, he said. Yeah, so it goes. Spencer. Yeah, sometimes this depression or this pain is so immense that you cannot bear it anymore, and then bye-bye. Hangman. Tarot. You have to play the hangman. Yeah. So in that sense, it just points out no one is ever ready for it. No one will ever be ready. Whatever you do is against it. Devotion is against it. Whatever you do or don't do, you want to survive by it. Even going to the absence is surviving. Even going to beyond. All you claim where you can be and landing is for surviving. Because only the me needs to travel around and find a place, find a home. For what you are, no need for any home. You are the homelessness itself. There is no home for you. You cannot lay down you have no head to lay down somewhere. So, but the rest always wants to survive. You cannot blame it. It's just the moment you exist, there is a tendency of I have to survive. I have to exist, and that by all means. So no one is ever ready for it. Especially the one who claims he is ready. I doubt it instantly. If it happens by grace and it shocks your head. You like it or not. If you're ready or not, it gives a shit about your readiness. That's why Ramana said you're in the tiger's mouth, but the tiger is there is no hungry tiger. It doesn't have to swallow you. Just by accident it swallows you. By accident. Oh, sorry, it was not meant. But not because you taste good or you have a nice energy or you cleaned your aura or something. Tiger gives a shit about your aura. It's just playing with your tongue. And sometimes you feel blissed because you reach the tongue and not between the teeth. Oh, it was so nice today. Blissful tongue. For so tanguil. Tanka. I go to Tanga. So played in the tiger's mouth. The Shalaba is, how are you in the tiger's mouth today? Oh, no?
No.
No? You're a mouse today.
You know what happened with me? That I listen very bad.
You listen very bad?
Yeah. Then it's coming like, oh, when I am near you.
Oh.
Then English. And then, oh, and then that I am. Then it's very difficult. Some moments I listen totally, but some moments it's like.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm deaf.
Sorry.
What to do?
Yeah. Sometimes the ears are very wide and you don't know who is listening. Sometimes it's very narrow. Then you listen. So, the third ear, they call it.
No chance.
You have to listen with your third ear.
I know I don't listen to you.
Yeah, but the third ear doesn't listen. No, but with your ears you hear, but with your third ear you listen. There's listening, but not understanding. No need of understanding. There's just listening. Just like you listen to the river or to some leaves are falling, but you don't want to understand why, or there's just no hearing it. Just listening. So that's called the third ear.
I was listening.
No, you were hearing.
I was hearing and I was listening.
Well listening. Bad hearing, well listening.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Huh?
But maybe no some moments.
No. Sometimes you are occupied hearing. Sometimes you are not occupied, then you are listening. I just explain what I don't understand.
Anyway, I like to be here.
Okay.
No complain.
No? I like complain, because you are surrounded by complainers. What would be the ego be without complaint? Something has to be wrong. If something is not wrong, the ego has nothing to do. It doesn't exist, so it needs to complain. He makes some complaints and makes problems that he can complain, or it can complain, whatever. It's his nature, a complainer. Can you blame it for it? No, cannot blame it. It needs to complain. It's a survival complainer. It's always something not right. In the moment everything is right, you're not there. It's not fair. You're only there when something is not right. And if everything is right, you're not there. You cannot even enjoy it. There's no one who is enjoying it. Everything is right. Or what? Oh, she is listening again. Then people say, don't look at me. If you look at me, I don't understand anything. Okay. Looking at the sky. Yeah. The whole thing is really not fair. The seeker was making so much effort to seeking truth and think, but when there is only truth, there is no seeker anymore. So, you better don't find it. Or you pray for that it doesn't find you. Because it kills you instantly. So, yeah, Shalaba. No place to hide. Hide and seek. That's consciousness playing all the time. Hide and seek. It always knows where it is, but still it claims to be hidden. Hiding it and then looking everywhere. I cannot find myself. I'm the best hiding consciousness. Hidden. Can the truth be hidden? Ask me something. Sometimes I get lost.
Well, it was an important question, but what you just said, can truth be hidden? It cannot be hidden, it's just that I'm blind in this dream world. So I don't see what is.
It is. You have to say it's neither hidden nor not hidden. It never shows up or goes away or can be.
It is always.
No, it's always absolute hidden. It's not always. That's another idea. It's not even always. Always would be the opposite to not always. It's fishing again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
No, it's an open secret, they call it. It's so obviously that you cannot see it anymore. Because you look in special places, you want to make it special. By that you hide it.
This anymore? You just said you cannot see it anymore.
You cannot what?
You just said, and you cannot see it anymore.
No, because you want to make it special, you cover it. It's covered by your special, trying to make it special, and something what is worth being or whatever. The treasure. So you want to make it a treasure which is special. By that, you cannot treasure yourself anymore. You treasure an idea. By that, you give attention to a relative treasure. And that relative treasure cannot give you what you want. By that, you hide it. You are self-guilty. You are hiding it by your trying to own it. Just by trying to own it, you hide it. You can never own yourself. And that what is worth having, you cannot have. You can only be. Huh? Yeah, treasure is that treasure you are by being the treasure. But owning the treasure, trying to have it or knowing it, it's hell. By that you cover it, by your intention to own yourself. And this intention comes out of love, you cannot even stop it. You're so fucking in love with yourself that you want to know yourself. To laugh is hiding it.
I'm not so convinced with this love.
To what?
I'm not so convinced with love. You use the word love always. I don't know.
I don't use it so much. People around me. No, yeah. I read wherever you read, wherever I sing, I hate myself so much that I can be myself. I can
That's
say.
good.
Huh?
Yeah.
That you like, I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's your tendency.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you. So for some is hating for some is loving themselves to death. You hate yourself to death or you love yourself to death. It doesn't matter. You have to kill yourself. And only you can kill yourself. There is no others who can kill you. And you can only kill it by being what you are instantly. But not by any technique. There is no technique to kill the relative self, your imaginary self. The self has to be killed. And you see it so often, maybe you see it that it's fake or imaginary, but that is still imaginary self who sees something as fake. The only way to kill yourself is being that what cannot be killed by anything. Never showed up. So
But there can be preparation.
there is no preparation. You will never be prepared enough for yourself. That one needs to be prepared is the imaginary self, and it will never be good enough and prepared enough. And can never be looking good or anything because the self has no taste. Never tastes good enough because the self has no tongue. It's pure acceptance. For that what you are, there is no special event, there is no special prepared seeker or special prepared anything. How could that be? Who was ever so prepared for the self by evolutionary enlightenment maybe? Beauty salon of life. My chakras are all open. Now you come, take me now. And no one ever was more prepared than me. Fuck it, and it still doesn't kill me now. No, but it's very simple. Every night when you fall asleep, you get killed. You're the master already. You just drop the world, the me, the body, whatever can be dropped is instantly dropped by you falling, being quiet and being just out of it. And then you give attention again and create the whole bullshit again. And you cannot stop it. The divine accident is not in the past somewhere. It's every fucking morning you have a divine accident. Because no one wants to wake up. Waking up happens like an accident. If you could decide not to wake up, you would never wake up again. That is what you intend to do by meditation, being ready not to wake up anymore. But you fail. So failing is the thing. Like Vipassana, the main thing is that you are already there before you wake up. And waking up not to wake up. And they fail again. So many techniques.
But then there's waking up.
What?
Well, it's spoken of as waking up.
Yeah, waking up from waking up.
Yeah, from not waking up.
No, waking up from waking up.
From not waking up.
No! Shelley! Eine Schelle nach der anderen. Schelle, 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 Schelle. Shelley, Shelley, Shelley. It meant like that when Para-Brahman starts dreaming, that he remains as that what is dreaming the dreamer. It's being the seer who sees the seer, but not be seen. And never part of the scenery. That is being the absolute seer. But can never be seen by anyone, not even by himself. Whatever he sees is not the absolute seer. To be the seer who sees the seer, the seeing and the seen, but is independent of the seer, seen and the seen. Don't make a scene here.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, that's the whole thing. And don't blame yourself because even the Para-Brahman cannot stop starting to dream again. Creating the dreamer and the whole dream. This helplessness of your nature. You cannot help it. Not at all. Absolute helplessness. You cannot stop dreaming. As life cannot stop living itself. Life living itself, uninterrupted. Now you are alive trying not to live. Trying to kill yourself. Impossible. You cannot kill the eternal life you are. Come on. Try harder. It's very hard if you try it, because you strangle yourself. Every moment is then, I don't want to exist. Wow. That's punishment already. But what to do? Because existence is hell. So then the natural tendency is to get out of hell. But the trap is so perfect that so any moment you want to get out of it, you place yourself in hell. You confirm that you're in hell because you want to get out of hell. It's such a perfect. I adore myself for that perfection. I really adore myself. It's never less perfect as it always is absolute perfect. The trapper, the trapping and the trap is absolute perfect in its whole performance. What an art of existence. Wow. And I like the punishment. Yeah, because nothing happens in that even there. Because you get punished, but nothing happens to what you are. You feel that you get punished, but from yourself, and being punished by yourself. Wow, boy, today I was a good punisher. And the punish. Wow, what a performance. Yeah, you are the punisher, the punishing, and the punished. You cannot separate them. You are the lover, the loving, and the beloved. As you are the trapper, the trapping, and the trapped. Trip, trap, trap. So who to blame then? If you want to blame someone and responsible, it's your fucking self. You put yourself in the circumstance, you dream yourself, and you are that. But it's after a while, it's a bit, why should I? Okay, accident. Another accident. And no way out. It's really fantastic. The no way out gets you out of everything. This paradox you cannot explain. If you cannot leave it, you already, okay. May it be as it is. It's a wish which is instantly fulfilled. So if you want to wish something for, may it be as it is, because that wish is instantly fulfilled. So the fulfillment is permanent. If you just said wish, if you could wish for. But you wish for something special. You want for containment, for satisfaction, for Satchitananda, permanent Satchitananda, hit, whatever. Wishy-washy. Ja, Switzerland. Böse.
Talking about depression, is the reason for depression?
Yeah, I like depression.
Is it because we love ourselves?
No, depression means you're under pressure. It's like David Bowie and Mick Jagger under pressure. Novice, whatever, under pressure. Under pressure. Depression, like you go deeper into, you come closer to that silence you are, gets depressed. You get closer to the rest you are, and the little phantom gets depressed, because there's a pressure, intensity of life. So the little me gets into this pressure of intensity. Then it feels depressed. But actually it goes deeper into the rest, which it cannot reach. So it comes, maybe we can say, it comes closer to the hell of no way out. It cannot escape it anymore.
That's why people commit suicide. It's unbearable.
They don't commit suicide. They get shocked. No one ever committed suicide. The circumstance dictates. No one can commit suicide. The fear of existence is much too high. If Yama is involved, it just chops the head. The circumstance is just so intense, the circumstance dictates everything. Even now your question comes out of that. It's not your question. It's not your depression. There is no ownership of it. The totality of life demands that you just had that question and I give that answer. The totality is demanding it, totally, and you cannot resist. You can never resist totality. Even resistance is totality. So you cannot even resist resistance. Because all is totality in action or non-action. There's never anyone mine or anyone's. So absolutely no doership involved at all. Even your eye blinking or something, any idea coming off totality. Totality is thinking. The thinker is already sought by totality. It's not you are being the thinker thinking something. That is a dream, that you are a thinker thinking. That waking up means totality runs the show, from the smallest to the biggest. There was never anyone. So the absolute actor is consciousness, acting everything. It's like a big act. Action, reaction is not different in nature. So consciousness reacting to consciousness, an infinite karmic consciousness, acting, reacting to itself. There is no one involved. So, what to do with it? Still there is this notion of mine, no? That I did it. This doership you cannot get rid of. Such a perfect invention. And you did it anyway. You cannot just remember, because as a potential of Parabrahman, you're already, there's all actions and all possibilities of dream already there. It just now plays out. The movie is already cut and the director is at home, everything is done. So the next moment is already there and unavoidable, because it's already finished. It's not created, because it was already there in the potential of Parabrahman. The absolute dreamer then just looking at his own movie, which is already finished. You cannot change one dot of it. It's fantastic. What a silence. What a stillness. Nothing is created because it's already there. Nothing gets destroyed because it cannot be destroyed by anything, because even when it goes, it's not gone. It still goes back to the potential. And then out of potential the next moment. Going back, just a flip, flip, flip. And no way out of it. And you cannot escape it, because you are that. So you're looking for peace. I give you pointers to it. But I cannot make you that, because for me there is no need to make it. I see it only when I look at you. So, and the dream is that you can alter the dream to your preference. And then having a preference, even that you cannot avoid. You act as if you have a preference. It's an amazing thing, huh? Sometimes you act as if you're an alcoholic, but you are not, because the alcohol is made by consciousness, tendency is made by consciousness, all what you drink is consciousness. It's very holistic. Complete. So if I talk about completeness, I mean this is complete. It's as complete as it can be. With all the different thoughts and things and doubts and things, they're all totality, and shoot now. And it will repeat itself. Again and again. We're sitting here infinite times before, because every moment in this nature is eternal. And in coming is not coming, and in going not going. So there will be the next in eternity, repeating exactly this what I just said. No one can take that. Anasuya? Anasuya in Berlin. Anasuya again! Whoa! That is too much, huh? Anasuya? Everything okay, repeats, but not Anasuya. No, it's not Anasuya. Yeah, but that is the final thing. KARL again. Bah. Can you take that? Yes. Absolute KARL. Absolute Anasuya. Absolute whatever. Absolute stupid. Wonderful. Why not being stupid? Love makes stupid. And no one else can cheat you as you cheat yourself. God. You become a believer. Then you imagine you have left yourself. You become a believer. You leave yourself. Believer. You leave that absolute being into becoming a believer. And the leaf wants to be the tree again. The trinity of life. Wow, trinity. Anasuya. Again. Again.
Before I came here, I went through hell.
You went through hell?
I went really through it. From the moment I heard about the talks, I had an instant yes. But sometimes so many fears and worries and doubts for weeks. And that's why when I arrived, I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it.
You didn't believe what?
That I could be here.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't see you before. I'm always surprised who is here.
I could not help it.
No, they cannot help it. That's why I never make advertisements so much. They have to be here anyway. It's easier. You don't have to convince something. You can say whatever you say because they have no choice than to be here. I can talk rubbish from morning to night and whatever bullshit and lowest joke and being anti-woman jokes and sing and hating that one, and women still come.
It's a wonder.
What?
It's a wonder.
And everyone, the woman said, "You must hate women." Yes, I hate men to the same, but I hate everything.
So what is this pull?
What?
What is this pull?
Pull?
What is it really?
There's no pull. You just have to be here because it's already in the movie. There's no pull. You don't get pulled here.
Well, I felt like
This is a puller. You get pulled. You pull over.
Yeah, but what made me come here in the dream?
You didn't come here. You were already here.
I am here.
No, you were already here before you came.
How come?
Yeah, look at you. Oh, she's still biting into the apple. Feel it? Still the apple. She wants to know. She wants to control. The next step. Fear is running here deeply.
Yeah.
Wow.
True.
So the old genes of the Stone Age, sitting around the fire, having some kids and want to control everything that nothing may happen. Huh? Smelling, cooking, the soup is ready, this one, and you don't then go there, but just these genes are running you now. You know that.
Yeah.
Every woman is run by the Stone Age genes, and the men too. Men have still this big thing in the hand and want to hit the woman and take them home. Yeah.
Being run by genes. Amazing.
No, not amazing. These are ripples of the past who decide what comes next. They're already there. It's all decided. Even before Pararaman woke up, it was already done. Everything was done. The lazy bastard never did anything. I like that laziness. It doesn't have to create anything because it was already there. So be that laziness. You don't have to know why. Why not? The only answer is why not. Why did I come here? Why not? Who needs to know? Me. And who needs to control? Me. Even that you cannot help. It's part of your role. You play your role very perfectly. Your part is played not by Anasuya. Consciousness plays Anasuya perfectly, to the dot, to the little fear into your underwear.
So there will never be an improvement.
Of course there's improvement, but it's part of the show.
Okay.
But you don't have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
There is improvement, but no one needs it. This is quite improved, but and taste okay. It's like now we have 5G, before we had 4G, then 3G, before it was Edge or something. Everything is improving. The war is improving. Now soon there are only this drones and some tanks without people even inside. They just go with material into the war. and sitting at home at the PlayStation and playing home. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the future of war. Absolutely. And Australia is perfect for that. So many wasteland. The playground for all the wars next. I will make this suggestion to consciousness. Let Australia be so much place for tanks and drones and things and resources.
Submarines.
Marines we don't need anymore.
Well, we do in Australia, oddly enough.
No, you want to escape them. Submarines. Australia is fantastic. They let all the Chinese investors in, they buy everything, and then nothing belongs to Australia anymore, but the boat people they don't want. They have no money. They have to be on an island outside of Australia, not stepping into Australia. Aborigines in that concentration camp, the boat people there, and then they say Germans are bad. Australians, the ones without identity. When I was there, the worst case, they had no identification. There's no identity. There's such bad conscience about that they took the land from someone else, and the Aborigines are, we don't belong here. Yeah, you don't belong there. Do we belong here? No, no one belongs. But it's maybe hard to take that there is no home, no place to rest.
The planet's just not big enough.
The what?
The planet. Earth.
I see Australia still needs some people. You imagine 20 million or 22 million in a place like Europe. It's just Paris in whole Europe. And then they don't want boat people.
But it says Mumbai.
Yeah, Mumbai has even more, 28 million.
More than us, yes.
Yeah. And then they're afraid that there are people coming.
Yeah, sure.
But you have sharks there.
They're not doing a very good job this season.
No, yesterday there was one killed.
Oh, good.
But now 4,000 people in Turkey, and instantly, and your sharks are really not doing a good job. Shakespeare. Always full moon, no? Always after full moon. Then
What?
earthquakes
Sharks
come.
come out.
The earthquakes happen.
On the earthquakes. Oh, Turkey, another earthquake. Oh, sorry.
Another one. Yeah, Shelley, it's hard, but you can do it.
I can.
Sometimes. Close your eyes,
Yeah,
go where no Shelley is.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it looks like, should be healthy. Yeah, good. What else? Relaxed? That's good. Yeah. Unless you have something else from the being afraid not to, that's something that you are not in control. It's hard, huh? For French people, it's very hard. Germans are not so hard. Germans, they say either yes, yes sir. French, why? Why? Quoi? Why? Wah, 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 wah. That's why they're called frogs. That's the frog sign. Wah, wah, wah. Germans, yes. So, will be done. Germans are made to obey. French, questioning everything. Before, what? Oui, what? No. And now just big rallies against, they have to work 2 years longer maybe in their life. Retirement. Wow. The whole nation is on fire. The stones are flowing, the yellow vest coming out again, and then the petrol stations burning, and just for two years more work. So much effort not to work. Revolution! In Paris, I always say, what's about the evolution of enlightenment? Evolution. There, no, we are in Paris. Paris is revolution, no evolution. Chop the head, guillotine. That's my workshop. Guillotine. Evolution. What to do? So, in Spain, what they do in Spain? Beaucoup? Quoi? No? What to say?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Spain.
Spanish people, I don't know what to do.
The retirement
What?
age? The retirement age?
No. What do you reply if someone says, you have to do this now?
In Spain, yes. We always do, because
You do what?
we always do what they say we have to do.
Yeah? Franco.
Franco is
You
still
don't
there.
say
Facolo.
No,
Poco.
because Franco mind is still there.
Franco mind.
60%, 70% of the population is conservative. in
Yeah, it's
Spain.
strange, huh? Germany and Spain is the same, and then between is France. And the Belgium, oh. They are schizophrenic anyway because they speak 3 different languages and they're already and the Dutch, wow. They have to eat first some cheese before they. Stop me. Have some questions. Nation banging. I always try to poke people, but it's hard these days. Talking bad about their nation or nationality, but the reaction is getting less and less. Poland. Huh? Poland too. The Polish people don't like Germans anymore. Hmm? Yeah. I read it every day because Germans are not quick enough to decide tanks or no tanks, Leopard and Polish. We want to starfighters. We want to kick the Russians out of Russia.
We are between Russia, Germany, always fighting.
Yeah. The Polish, they can run because we chase them to Russia and the Russians chase them back.
See, no escape.
No escape. You are sandwiched.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
I have a question. Is it needed fear? Like, is it
Yeah.
possible, like, fearless ego?
No, without fear there is no ego in your body. All the people who, by whatever accident, they had no fear, they jump from the high rise. You don't see them anymore. Or they go to war. Heroes die first. No fear, bang. That's why the whole world is so chicken shit now. Because people without fear disappear. Yeah, it's strange. And now we have 8 billion people and all chicken shit. Climate, this one, what shall we do there? The last generation. No kids anymore. But I'm not afraid that humanity will die out. The Indians are taking care.
The Chinese are
Down, yeah, going down. That's why the Indians are the last hope. And they do their job. There's a fight between the Hindi and the Muslim, and then the Hindi are now afraid. The nationalism gets high, very high, because they're afraid that too many Muslims and things. Wow. Everywhere trouble. Trouble in paradise. Where else? Huh? Consciousness makes this infinite war. Yes?
What did Maharaj mean by saying I am that?
Which Maharaj? Ramana or? Who? Nisargadatta. I am that. Yeah, he would say, if that what is the absolute would say something, what he would say, pronounce what I am that, but not saying what it is. That means like a total abstract. It's not like I am the truth or I am the whatever. I am just that. Leaving it open to any whatever. It's totally complete and incomplete. Being that absolute abstract, which no one can catch, no one can fix or something. So you cannot own it. That's what he meant by it, I am that. But normally you would say that what is never saying anything. But if it would say something, then that maybe would be the only sentence. It's not like what am I or who am I am that. So out of the who am I, you are that. And out of that, when that starts, it would say I am that. First I, the absolute am, and I, the absolute that. So from what the absolute, if it comes from the absolute, is that I am that what is the absolute. If it comes from the relative me, it comes who am I. The first who is what is this person, who drops, the am drops and the I drops. And then you remain as what you are. Absolute as you are, independent of any presence of I, am, and who. So from there, we would say, I am that. Not knowing what you are and what you're not. That's the point of it. It's not knowing what you are and what you're not. From the who always says he knows what he is. I am the body, I am spirit, I am awareness, I am nothing, whatever you can come up with. But from that, I am that. So complete. There is no separation possible, if you ask me. So, something else?
I guess if you're like, the question becomes then, if you're all in, what do you make of the character that exists, like the individuals that exist?
You don't make anything, you just be the absolute character. You are the absolute person. It's like an absolute position where you look at yourself. It's like an absolute point of view where you look from a position of a person into what you are. So the absolute point of view, the absolute seer is still there, it's an absolute person. So the absolute person looking out of that position of a person into that what you are, in all the aspects. So you are the seer, the scene, what is the scenery. But you just take that position, this point of view from the person, like the camera position. But that what is looking, is that what is seen. So the absolute seer is not imprisoned by the body. It can change all positions of everything. It's like shifting from there to the space, to awareness, to whatever. It's never fixed to anything. And not depending on a person or body or anything. Just a point of view from the absolute. And it's not more or less quality than any other point of view. So the personal point of view, it has the same quality, the absolute quality of the absolute whatever. Looking from here, there, or anywhere, or being the spirit or awareness is not worth more. It's just different. So what you are is totally indifferent to the positions from where you look. If you experience yourself as a person, you have an absolute self-experience as a person. If you experience yourself as a spirit, you have an absolute experience of spirit. If you experience yourself as awareness, there's an absolute awareness, or an absolute beyond, or an absolute whatever. But none of them is worth more than the other. So now being a person is an absolute quality of life. There's no less. As a person, you're not less as a spirit or anything. It's just different, but it doesn't make it different. And there's the same absolute quality as everything. So every little farce is an absolute facet of life. So being absolute indifferent of, there's only the quality of life. And that is actually, I am that. What is that? Finished. So there is no special thing anymore. Everything is absolute in its nature. Every moment. Self-experiencing itself in its absolute whatever. And before the person, from a personal point of view, or whatever, relative point of view, you always you think there has to be special experiences. It has to be complete. But it's already complete. You cannot make it more complete than it already is. Right now there's a completeness of this moment, right in front of you. Absolute complete. Absolute quiet. You cannot get more complete. That's the problem. As much as you try. So, what to do? But in that way, it kills me, because if he cannot make something better, it's useless, and it needs to be useful. We have to work for the world peace, we have to do this, we have to make this more harmonic and whatever thing, and the new earth and the awakening of everyone. So it has to be something wrong. It has to be fixed. So the fixer needs always something to fix. And even that is part of completeness. Even that is not wrong or right, it's just the way it is. Look, another fixer. Trying to fix what never needs to be fixed. So it's crazy, but that's you are, because you're crazy for yourself. So this love for yourself makes you crazy. You want always to have a perfect beloved. But your beloved is already perfect. That's the whole problem. You cannot make it more perfect as it is. The lover is perfect, the loving is perfect, and the beloved is perfect. And the hating too. The hater, the hating, and the hated. It's not different.
So I guess if there's no difference, like, what's the point of choosing? Like, how do you marry faith and personal choice?
There are no choices. There is no chooser. First try to find a chooser. And if you can find a chooser, you present him to me. Can you present me the chooser? Having or not having choice confirms the chooser, who has not. But first find a chooser. Then the question of having or not having drops with it, because you cannot find a chooser. Can you? Where is it? No one can ever present me a chooser. We can talk about the concept of having or not having choices. It's my or not choice. Is there free will or no free will? But the question is who has free or not free will? Is there any ownership of anything? Try to find the owner. That's my question. Question the questioner. Question the owner. Try to find the owner. And by not finding the owner, who cares about having or not having choice or anything? So go direct to the root of all problems. Is there anyone who has problems? The root I. Where does it start, all that bullshit? Me. Can you find the me? No, no one can present it. Just a fiction. Just an imaginary thought.
Yeah,
So,
we have a society built upon, like...
The what?
Yeah, we have a society built upon those assumptions of, like, this individual chose this and these are consequences.
Yeah, just for the sake of experiences we do it. Just do as if. You can just do as if. You don't have to stop it. But no, it's fiction. You have to do as if you order some pizza, as if you have ordered the pizza. Then you have to eat it. If you like it or not. No, it's just do as if it's real. Why going against all that thing and think it's not real, it's all imagination, it's all a dream? Who wants to hear that? Enjoy the imaginary reality as much as you can. And know it's just imaginary. But you don't have to convince someone this is all illusion. I know those people. The world is not real, it's all illusion. But the one who says the world is illusion, that's the illusion. The one who sees illusion, that's already is an illusion. So it's an illness of one who sees something or not. So wise man, illusion. Imagine there would be a wise man. Shoot him when you meet him. Like if you meet Buddha on the way, kill him. There is never any Buddha, never anyone who knows. So whoever claims he knows.
Is that why Jesus was killed? Is that why Jesus was killed?
Did what?
That is why Jesus was killed.
No, he could not be killed. That was the problem. Out of Jesus became crisis. The Jesus Christ, superstar. Now we have the big religion followers. What would you say? Would Jesus be Christian now? No. Looking at all the priests, what they do. Or would Buddha be Buddhist? No. With all the rules and all the things what you have to do and thing, no. Buddha, I cannot imagine being Buddhist. Mohammed, I'm that's something else. Would Jehovah be a witness? We can go further. Zarathustra. So many religions, huh? And everyone has his own religion. Fighting for his truth. My truth. I'm right. And everyone is right in his whatever. And everyone is a God who knows better than God himself how it should be. Huh? Be honest, just be honest. I mean, I'm the same. I know absolutely better how the world should be run. Absolutely. I have so many ideas what could be changed and whatever, as I would like it. I would kill first half humanity. Make more space. I have my ideas too. So there is a schizophrenic thing. As KARL, I have many ideas how it should be run better, or like a German tralala, we will make it. A place where one can enjoy oneself, but as I like it. Yeah. Order. Ordentlich trinken. But as the other one, as that what I am, everything is absolutely perfect. There's nothing to change. But from the relative point of view, I know exactly, I have so many concepts. Wow, uncountable. Every day. So many Verbesserungsvorschläge. Even with myself, promising myself I will never do that again, or whatever. I should do that then. I would. And what am I doing? Again and again, sitting in front of myself, and I know it doesn't work. Never again. Like in Tiro, I think for 20 years I say next year I don't talk anymore. In Tiro.
This year you did it.
What?
This year you did it.
Till now I didn't.
Yeah.
But you never. It's not over.
Okay.
I was 3 years. For 3 years I didn't come. The high time of Muji. I was until they kicked him out. I made a bet with our Nachala, I will not come as long Muji is here. And the next year, Muji had to go because the tax people kicked him out. It was about the dark forces were tax people. Because he made his talks and income is a tourist visa or something. And then the tax people came and some Indians could count. 500 people, $200. Wow! And then the dark energy against him working in Tiru. You have to see this video where they made to explain why he didn't go to Tiru that year. My dear disciples, but dark energy works against you. Whoa, cannot come, sorry. So he had to go to Rishikesh. Rishi is for cash. That's Rishikesh. And then 4 years, and now 3 years ago, I had a high officer in the government in Chennai. It was regular, but then he could come again. But he said it was just by accident. I was on the way to Alveda and we just made it. And then suddenly I had my talks here. 500, 800 people. It was unprepared. But everyone knows 6 weeks before they already were cleaning the rice mill and everything was already prepared. But it was just unintended. Okay. I like it, how consciousness plays. But I should never bet with a mountain anymore. Then I had to go back because I had to go back because Muchi was gone. Fuck. So I don't say anything. 3 years ago there was Amma and Muchi together there, and I said, if this continues, I don't come back. And then I said, Amma, get on. And what happened? Corona. They could not come anymore. Amma, get on. Stage. So many people, it's unbearable. Amma with how many thousand people there, and then Muchi with thing, you could not breathe anymore. So holy. Hello, no, where? It's my same age. We're all bloody snakes. She said, my age, Muchi too. Fuck it. Amma, get on. Get on. Must be some strange astrological constellation, 53. And Osho was enlightened in that year. End of March, 53. I was made and he was enlightened. Strange, huh? In his garden, the birds were singing, and after thousands of or hundreds of years meditation, suddenly, by unexpected, bah! If I listened to that tape, I was bah! Bah! So bah! Huh? Did you listen to that tape? Yeah? Of course. And I had to listen by accident because I went to Mallorca to the ladies and I just pushed the tape recorder, what was on it, and bloody Osho talked to me, and I wanted to stop it, and I could not. But dear disciples, it was just unexpected time. There's so much effort, easy as it came. Oh, exploration. Like, it's nice to make jokes about oneself. How stupid can one be and talk, huh? So, creating disciples, fishing. Fishermen, everywhere. Ask me something. Ah, she's back. Did I wake you up? No. Anything? Nada de nada. Switzerland.
Why do I hate existence?
Do what?
Why do I hate existence?
You don't hate, you hate to exist.
Is it because I love myself?
No, you hate to exist, and by hating that you exist, you hate existence.
Say that again.
Because you're imagining that you have to exist. That's already, it's a prison. And that you hate. So by that you hate that, you want to find some technique to get out of that. So you're in a permanent suicide attempt. Your intention is like suicidal. You want to kill yourself because you don't want to exist. It's your preference, because non-existence would be your preference. Because if I wouldn't exist, I would not suffer. I don't have to bear all that whatever a person has to bear, or an existence. Because it's already imprisonment, and you want to break free because it's unbearable to be imprisoned, that you have to exist. For you it becomes a prison, so you want to break free. And everyone you break free, it hurts, because you fight against yourself. I don't want to be. So, and I sit here and tell you there is no way out. You will be imprisoned by yourself forever. You are the prison, the prisoner, and the guard. And no way out. So, and this absolute no way out, that there's no end of being imprisonment of yourself, suddenly there's freedom. It was always there, but you imagine that you have to experience freedom to be whatever. You have to be free from something, but you cannot be free from what you are. So for what you are, there is no freedom, and that there is no freedom, that's freedom. That there is no self, that's a self. This paradox is the only thing what sets you free. Being the paradox, the para-Brahman, but not being imprisoned by an idea. So you're identified now with whatever your mother told you, and it's fucking hell. So it's natural to trying to break free. It's natural to seek a way out. So I don't blame you to seek, become a seeker, seeking a way out of your imprisonment. But the only way out is to be what you are, which never was imprisoned by anyone, because there's no second. So trying to break out, and even you could succeed to break out, you still would be imprisoned, because you need to be out of prison to be free. So that freedom you can reach is a fake one. It's crazy. So even if you reach a freedom, it's an artificial one. It's not the freedom you're looking for. The freedom doesn't need to be free to be what it is. That's the freedom, being free from freedom. Otherwise you're doomed by the idea of freedom, because you imagine that you have to be free to be free. So it's a very tricky thing. The trap is very perfect. So any moment you are not what you are punished by that. And I'm sitting here, come on, you're the punisher and the punished, and there's no way out of that punishment. And surprisingly, there is no punishment anymore, if that is your reality. But if you look for another reality, then you're in trouble again. So this acceptance you are doesn't need to accept anything. It doesn't need to accept anything. It is as it is, finished. And that's what needs acceptance to be free or being easy with something. It's a fake one. So it will never be your acceptance. Your nature already is acceptance, but it will never be owned by you. So you cannot make it work for you. Because what you are doesn't need to accept anything. But as you now believe to be a person, and you want to accept something, impossible. It's unacceptable. And your tolerance limit is never wide enough as a person. But as you are, there are no limits. There's not even need for anything. So what to do? So what would you in my position? If I see there is what I am, which is already the freedom we're seeking for, what would you tell this, what you are? Would I say?
Fun.
Yeah, it will take a while. Eternally. You will be eternally imprisoned by yourself. There is no way out. Your existence, existing in existence. And no way out of existence, trying to leave existence. Quite funny, huh? So see the joke as the joke is, because you're joking. You're the king, and the king cannot be remaining because there's only the kingdom. There's a kingdom without a king, but if you want to be the king of the kingdom, you are doomed by trying to be the king of the kingdom. So be the kingdom without a king. Otherwise you must be joking. In Spanish it's called joking. Kinky. That's why Jesus likes the kingdom of heart is the heart itself, but there is no king. There is no God in that. God doesn't know any God. There's only the kingdom. But there is no ruler. There's no ownership in it. You are the kingdom. But the moment you want to own your kingdom, you try to be the king. That's quite painful. And then as a king, you want your kingdom to be as you think it has to be. Then you're always trying to fix it. It's never good enough. The king is never satisfied with his kingdom. It's never big enough, never this one, never beautiful, so you're permanently trying to fix it. But when you are the kingdom, it's always okay. So be the heart, but don't have one. Because the moment you have a heart, it will be painful. Having heart is, from the beginning, painful. Being heart is, you cannot even imagine what it is. So what to do? But as much you want to kick out the king remains. Fantastic, huh? Like the ego, you want to get rid of it. As much you want to get rid of it, it smiles. He wants to get rid of me. He confirms me. He confirms that I exist just by me, him wanting me to go. Oh no, he wants me to go. I'm too much. So, self-guilty again.
So just let the king play in the kingdom.
Let him do as if he could. He is played by existence too as a king. There was never any king who had any power to rule anything. There's an imaginary ruler, but he has no energy to rule anything. He's played by the same existence as his subjects or anything. So even the king, the nature of the king is hard. The nature of the kingdom is hard, the nature of whatever. There's only hard, but hard. But you will not have heart. Your heart will be broken. When you cannot fix it anymore. Then you are lucky when the imaginary heart breaks. But it cannot break. That breaks your heart. If it could break, you have broken it already many times. But you bend it sometimes, bending it, whatever. So not trying to fix it again. But that there's no one left who needs the heart to go, or there's no ownership. There is heart or no heart. No one cares. It's carelessness you cannot reach. It is already what you are. But in the humanity, it's a bit. You don't care. Everyone parts. You are careless. You're afraid that you are not part of the flock anymore, because you think you need some community, some whatever. You cannot be alone until you enjoy the aloneness alone. That is being a hermit, but not going out of the world. You are in whatever masses you are, absolute alone, and no way to fix that. So get used to what you are, is abiding as that what alone is, but not being a flock of whatever. No one ever made it anyway, not even alone, or in a flock, community, in a sangha. Actually, I would say sangha is against it. Sorry.
Aloneness is the scariest.
It's what?
It's the scariest.
Yeah, in aloneness it cannot exist. It has no hold, it has no structure, it has no strings attached. When there are no strings, when you're totally you're not even detached from anything, because there is no one to detach from. That's aloneness. It's not like that you are detached. There's still something you are detached from. So you're even detached from detachment. Because that is, you can achieve being detached from the surrounding, from people, from things. But the thing is, you have to be detached from detachment. You are attached, detached, and detached, not attached. You're neither. That's 80-80 thing. Otherwise it becomes personal again. I'm a detached person. I'm detached from everything. I'm free. That I go to Barren Bay, and you have many of this. I'm free. Boring bay, freedom. Yeah, every second one there, I'm free. Okay. You know some people in Barren Bay? Naturally. So, what to do? Have fun. It's fantastic. It's all fantasy. So that's phantom, in a fantasy of phantomic, whatever, existence. And you cannot get rid of it because it doesn't exist. That's the main thing. You cannot destroy something what is not even there, which has no existence. But you try hard to fight against, want to fix it. Sooner or later it should be all in harmony, and I should find my final home, relax in peace of mind, and all of that. And people tell me, oh, I'm meditating now 40 years, I'm much more relaxed and peaceful than 40 years ago. Yeah, you're getting older, baby. You simply have no energy anymore to get a chauffeur here. It needs some energy. That's a fire. When fire gets dimmer and dimmer and dimmer. Then masters tell you have to start young, otherwise when you get old you have not the energy anymore to have the fire and you cannot burn. Then, oh, I'm too old, I have to wait to the next life. Poor me again. The next life. The same you said last time. Yes?
What is the nature of desire?
The fire?
Desire.
Desire? Love. It's all about love. The lover wants to know the beloved, out of love. It's a basic tendency of consciousness. Consciousness wants to know consciousness. And consciousness is realizing itself as lover, loving and the beloved. And the tendency is always trying to know the beloved, or controlling the beloved, knowing the beloved. It's all about consciousness trying to know itself, out of love. And you cannot blame it. So you better don't wait that consciousness will know itself, because there will never be any consciousness who knows consciousness, because it would mean there are two consciousnesses. Are there two consciousnesses? For knowing consciousness, it needs two. That will never happen. So there is consciousness, but it will never know what is consciousness. So you better don't wait for consciousness to succeed, because it will always fail. Consciousness is a failure, total failure. It will never know itself. So you better be what you are in spite of consciousness looking or not looking for itself. Consciousness is an infinite self-inquiry of itself. It will never succeed. Impossible. Because they are not two. That's a non-duality. There is consciousness looking for consciousness. This joke is infinite. So the desire to know itself comes out of love for itself. And it will never be fulfilled. Crazy, huh?
How do you put that in the context of a romantic
romantic, it's the same. It's in the small, whatever, personal relationship, it's the same. If you fall in love with someone, you don't know why first. And then the whole life you want to find out why you are in love with that lady. You cannot find a reason. It's always why. Then you think you found someone who loves you as you are. Quite an imaginary. You don't even love you, but you think you found someone who can love you. It's always, no one loves himself, but trying to find one who loves him. What a joke. So every level is quite a joke. There are no good relationships. Thanks God. Never was. There was never any good relationship. How can that be? How can two be good? That would be too good to be true. It's an arrangement, maybe. Everyone is quiet and stepping on some steps on X, row X, and some is shouting, and some is quiet, arranging. No, it's Romeo and Juliet. It worked with Romeo and Juliet because they died before they could have a relationship. So the only good relationship is when both die before they could have one. Yeah, that's why everyone is longing for Romeo and Juliet. That's the only good relationship I can imagine. Both die before they meet each other. I like this thing. He thinks she is dead, kills himself, and then she wakes up, sees that he is dead, she kills himself. Crazy, huh? Wonderful, I like it. True love. I cannot, if she could, I could do the same. Okay. Not without you. Boom, boom, boom. No, you know, if after a while, if two are living together, it's love gets killed and something else remains. It's like that's why it's called falling in love. You become a fallen angel. You fall in love. You cannot help it. And by that, after that, you want to have revenge for whatever. Relationship is revenge. Just joking. I like it. No, it's the beauty is you can never have a relationship with yourself. That's the beauty, because there are no two. How can you relate to yourself? So whoever tells you I love you is lying. Whoever tells me I love you, I always say I hate you too. Both comes together. Because you hate that you are depending on someone. Because when you love someone, you're depending on his presence or that he exists or something. Already you hate that you love him. So with love, instantly comes hate. You feel imprisoned by that, depending. And that's for your so-called longing for freedom is unacceptable. So from that on, you want to fight. So it's a fighting relationship. Fighting to be free again, but you're depending. Then you fight even more. Dependency. No, it's all unavoidable. You just see this is part of the movie, and being in this relationship or not makes no difference. It cannot change anything. It will end anyway one day, but not when you want it. It's like smoking. You stop smoking when the cigarette gives up you, but you cannot give up cigarettes. Or alcohol. The last drink is the last drink, but not you decide the last drink. It's already decided when you drink the last whiskey or beer or something. And even if you would try afterwards to drink another whiskey, you cannot. If that would be the last glass, it will be the last glass. That is decided by whatever. The same as relationship. That you fall in love is decided. And it starts and then it will be end, but not when you can want whatever, you can try, whatever you try to stop it or to end it, you cannot. It will end when it ends, but not when you like it. Every addiction is not in your hand. The same desire. You cannot stop desire, because the desire to stop desire is the worst desire. Nothing is worse than the desire not having desire. Wow. So, still time. Something else from the personal connection. That by people they're singing bhajans and kirtans and things, sitting together, and it's like, I always compare them to people in the dark forest and they start just because they're afraid, but may happen. Singing together, at least then we are in a safe place. Community, together we are strong. No, you have to walk your own. Aloneness is, if at all, just get used to be alone. Even in partnership or anything, you are alone anyway. And no one can help you for that. So as you cannot even trust yourself, because it fucks you over all over again, you cannot trust anyone else. So what is there? Enjoy it as long as it lasts, it will end anyway. Fighting your way out. Yeah, Australia. Something from, you're from where in Australia?
And right in the middle.
Barren?
Right in the centre.
Close to Barren Bay?
No, right in the centre, in the middle of the desert.
Ah, in the desert, where there's so much space.
Where the big red rock is.
Ah, where Ayers Rock. No one can climb anymore, huh?
Uluru.
But it's the same like Arunachala. No one can go up anymore.
No.
Fuck it all, huh? I hate Australians because there was John Button. He was planting all the trees around Arunachala. He started all the foresting in the mid-90s or something. I hate him for that. I told him that. When he came to the talk. No, you fucking asshole. Now it's covered truth. Before it was a naked truth. Yeah, true. If you see the old pictures, I like that. Wow, you could walk all around in all the caves and all the things, and now monkeys. All over the place. Monkeys, deers, rabbits, boars. It's very boring now. I hate this ecological, natural. Oh, they should do it everywhere else, but not bloody Arunachala. I liked him so much as naked. But they had a good intention. But you know what comes out of good intention? Families. Kids. Everyone has a good intention. There's only good intention. From their position, it's all good what they do, but from the bigger picture, it can be quite some good intention. Yeah, anything else we can put down? Good intention. Yeah, the results are maybe not what one expects. Yeah. All tired now. Anastasia?
Yeah, I didn't sleep all night.
No?
No, nothing.
You were in Turkey?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's all about waiting for the next earthquake. Cannot sleep. No, the day before, when the full moon and thing, and when it happened, it was quite intense. That's the price you have to pay if you are not so, when you're not connected. If you're not connected anymore with anything, you're everywhere. It's not so, sometimes not so pleasant. The what?
You felt it, the earthquake?
Yeah. I don't know what I'm not feeling. Felt it. No, it doesn't matter actually. The body, like an antenna for everything. No? Receiving all the vibrations everywhere. There are many people have this problem, the armor breaks open, like this armor, this panzer thing. And then suddenly they get all the information from everything around them. And then they cannot take it. And then you find them in a hospital somewhere. But they want to open their heart, so they're self-guilty. It's a side effect of opening your heart. You get all the information from everywhere. And if your back door is not open, you collect them all and it drives you crazy. So all this Kundalini techniques and all that thing, it's dangerous. All this opening heart stuff and all this chakra opening and thing, and the results sometimes are not what you want. Because you feel everyone, every thought around you, you get paranoid or whatever, because you take it personal. So if there's still a person like you, it's not fun. No, go to a psychic, whatever, psychiatry or something, the doctors. Full of it. So, but what to do? In India, in Tiro, they got holy. In Germany, they get into the hospital. So stay as a closed person, have a strong armor, don't let anything in, fuck it all, don't need you. But if it happens, don't take it personal. You can. Well, I think one book title called If You Wake Up, Don't Take It Personally. But it's hard. I think 99% fail. They take it personal and then they're sitting somewhere as awakened. Then they need. Wake me up before you go. Oh, tired people. Last question you're from Cambodia, no?
From the Philippines.
From where?
From the Philippines.
Philippines.
What is the nature of evil? Or does evil exist?
Evil? You. Yeah, as much as if God exists, the devil exists. If God doesn't exist, the devil doesn't exist. Both come together. God knowing himself becomes the devil. And he creates his own hell. Look at this. This is the hell of the devil, God. God becomes he falls out of his absolute nature into some creative God. So God, knowing God, is a relative devil. And out of he creates his own hell. Look at this hell. All these religions, and all that comes from the devil. From a God who creates all the religion and want to go home by religion. He wants to find a way out of his own hell. So the devil wants to get out of hell. By all of that, this whole whatever, seeking and sanghas and all of that comes all straight out of hell. Because from the goodness you are, nothing ever comes. But God, knowing himself, is his own devil. So it's quite evil. And then he's very angry sometimes, the angry God, the nasty God, want to kill everything and destroying everything. And then Shiva is a destroyer, and Shiva is a creator. Both come together. So what is evil then? He needs to be evil, because evil is like the opposite of life. If you turn around the word life, it's evil. You see it? Yeah. So if life knows life, there are two lives, and two lives is separation, and that's a realm of the devil. Without relativity, there is no devil. Without two, the devil needs two. So when God knows God, there are two gods. So hell starts when God knows God. The beginning of hell is God knowing God. Instantly, God becoming aware to exist. Hell starts. And now it's too late. Now there is hell. So hallelujah. Yeah. So who is evil? God knowing himself is evil by nature. The creative God already destroys. No creation without destruction. Because this moment, next moment can come, this moment has to be destroyed, they say. You have to destroy something that something else can appear. So something has to go, that something can come. Go and come. It's tick-tock, tick-tock. That's called time. So what to do with it? And the devil is a master of time. Huh? They say, tick-tock, 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 tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk. Driving. So now we need a tactic. A tic-tac or tactic? The tactic could be getting out of the tic-tac. Tic-tac. Permanent trying to stop time. There's only time because he exists. So when God exists, he is fucked. Self-guilty, again, cannot blame anyone else. But it was an accident, that's why I said this. Like Buddha called it the accident because he didn't commit any sin. It was his helplessness of God. He cannot avoid to be God. And knowing God is really the worst evil thing what can happen. Creating his own separation, being separated from what he is. The moment God knows God, he hates God. Because he hates the God who doesn't need to exist to exist. It's fantastic. A perfect bull fucking himself from the beginning to the end. Sure. And you don't have to like it. And there's no way out is the best. Cannot stop it. You cannot stop what never moves. That's the whole problem. There's only this stillness. Nothing ever moved. How can you stop something? How can you get rid of time which never existed? How can you stop separation when there was never separation? Total crazy, huh? But you try hard, with all your heart, with all your energy, with all your thing, and you always struggle yourself. Oh, I want to kill myself. I'm too much. In that sense, we have all the empty stomach now, calling the longing for food. Satisfaction, and at least that satisfaction we can help. That emptiness of manger. Okay, so 7 o'clock again, or when was it?
Yes.
Okay, at your command. Pity cup? The fifth? Ah, thank you. Oh.